Hey, so I just did some stories about how I got my uh, Seint palette in the Mother's Day edition, and here it is. They're beautiful, beautiful colors. And I'm just getting my brushes out. I'm gonna do some makeup, have my hair back. My skincare is already on from this morning. I already put a little bit of the balm under my eyes. And I'm excited about playing in makeup. I mean, to me, you're never too old to play in makeup. So I gotta talk about my water kefir for a second. If you're Southern, it's water kefir. Just like there's milk kefir, there's water kefir. I order my water grains from Cultures for Health and make my own. It's basically like probiotic soda. But today my last batch was cherry, orange, ginger, and today I mixed it with a little bit of vital coconut water and electrolytes, and this is so good. So I'll be sipping on that. Very good. If you have any questions, let me know. If you have any comments, feel free to comment and I'll just answer. Probably won't try to type comments down, but I'll try to answer them later if you have any. The powder I use is, I don't use Seint's powder, but I use, stay on there, but I use Joe. It's great setting and blurring powder. There it is. And I use the color Fair. It seems to work with my skin tone. Like I said, I've already had skincare on. The only thing I don't have on is setting spray, and I'm going to do that now. And I'll go right in. And Seint's foundations are these highlights, and wondering if I want to do something different than I normally do. I normally start with my bronzer first, laying a foundation of bronzer, some color, but I think I'm going to do a little color correcting first because I'm so says there's someone at my front door. Who's at my front door? Nate Bargatze is about to come to Tallahassee. He's a comedian, and he has a little skit that he does about living in a cul-de-sac, and I hope he does that when he comes to the Donald Tucker Civic Center because it is hilarious. So funny. But so Seint does have color correcting. They're called demi correctors, but I don't use them. Try to get this light better. I just use the highlights for what I need. And for my color corrector, I use this peachy color. It's called Palace. So I talk about it all the time. It is the best color corrector for me. And I have a lot of redness and broken veins right here. You can see my pores are very large. So I'm going to go in and just do a little color correcting right off the bat. And instantly you see how that's evening my skin tone. And I don't, when I dip into my color, I go very, very light. I'll go a little on my nose. I do color correct under my eyes with this too. I'm looking for my other little brush. Oh, here it is. I use 3 brushes mainly. This is my soft blush brush with I forget which brush this is called, but I love it, to go around my nose, under my eyes, around my mouth. This is the 3D brush. If you ever order a palette, this will come with it. If you order a starter collection, this is what I use to put on my foundation. And then my other favorite brush, which I use every day, is my bronzer brush. This is fantastic. This is what I'll use to use my bronzer. So, all right, so I did a little color correcting, and that immediately got, I mean, it virtually made those spider veins disappear on my cheek. I barely used any product. The breakouts that I have, I will take care of those after I do all my makeup. They say to do your eyebrows first. I do mine last. And I don't even know if I'm going to do my eyebrows. I'm just playing with this new palette. If you pop on, I'm playing with this new palette. So that's what I'm doing. All right. So I'm going to go into this with my main highlight. I'm going to go a little bit darker than I normally do. You know what? I'm going to stop right there and do some bronzer first, because that's what I want to do. So I'm just going in with this bronzing brush, and you can use your 3D brush too. I just like using this and laying down some color. Makes you look like you have the most beautiful tan ever. I mean, it just deposits it in the most perfect of places. I have my hair back, but it's not wanting to stay. Isn't that beautiful? It gave me an instant suntan. And I'll go back when I'm done putting on my highlights. I'll go back and probably add a little bit more and correct as I go, you know. Going in with my highlight. Go lighter in the center. They have a foolproof way of putting on the highlights, but I learned a long time ago, I pick up a few tips here, a few tips there, and develop your own highlight or develop your own technique. I like cooking. I'm gonna get close sometimes. Let me get this other mirror too. Sorry. Gotta make sure I'm doing it right. All right. Now I'll go into that palace and dot a little under my eyes as a color corrector, just tiny bit, not much. A little goes a long, long way. My tins have lasted me so long. All right, got that done. Well, that Bella bronzer is just so beautiful. You deposit color wherever you want color. Like I said, sometimes I'll tap into that Bella bronzer and then go into the Angel Illuminator just a little bit, just pick up just slightly. And these bristles are so soft. Boy, Facebook is quiet. I usually have some people hopping on Instagram. Okay, I like that coverage. All right, now I'm going to go into the Boardwalk, which is the lip and cheek. I'm going to put it on my lips first. It's so soft and flattering. I do have a lip liner called Suede. Boardwalk is a semi-gloss. And I think this Suede lip liner would be pretty if I wanted to outline my lips in that. It's kind of a brown, light brown. That'll be pretty. One of the most fun things I find about Seint is mixing and matching the lip and cheeks, but I'm not going to today. I'm purely going to use what they sent in this palette, because I want to highlight this Mother's Day palette. So I'm going to go in with my soft brush. You can also use your fingers. I'm setting this on my knee so it's kind of off balance. It's super, super soft. It's almost the color of my skin, so it's not very, it's, if you are the type that you don't like a lot of flashy colors, this is your color. The one thing I will say about cream makeup, you need your hair back when you put it on, because it's cream based, you know. This is very pretty. Now I'm sweating. I gotta turn on my fan. Hold on. 51. Okay, that's better. Instant. Okay. So right off the bat, Seint gives you what am I looking for here? Seint gives you great coverage, but it also gives you a little bit of a dewy finish. So that's why I use powder in my T-zone. But first I'm gonna do spot treatments. Butterfingers. First I'm gonna do spot treatments where I had some breakouts. I gotta look in another mirror to do this. If you ever need help color matching, I'll be glad to help you. Do my best to help you. And then take your other, I painted some furniture yesterday. Take your other finger. And then just soften. Soften that area where you concealed. Okay, now I'll put my powder on, and then I'll use those eyeshadows. Hey Tony. I'm using my new Seint palette that came in. Do you need to buy any makeup? All right, now this is the Jouer powder, not a part of the Seint line, but I like this powder better than any powder I've ever used. So this is what I use. And the lines are harsh right now, but I'll go back in and blend those out. And I have large pores. Some of that's genetic, some of it's from skin issues that I've had. But you see how that just softens everything up? And then I'll go in my forehead a little bit. Oh, I didn't put primer on my eyes. I'll do that. Isn't that pretty so far? So this is the Mother's Day collection. You have any questions, Tony? All right. Now remember, like I said, I'm going to go back in and adjust the bronzer a little bit. That's the great thing about the Seint cream makeup, is you can adjust colors as you need to, add more color, and even taking away color is really easy too. All right, now I look like I have a little bit more tan, or a little bit more color. All right. Now, eyeshadow has never been my strong. Let me get a drink. This is the water kefir with coconut water. It's very good. Excuse me while I wipe my nose. Okay. Eyeshadow has never been my strong suit. I still have to work on it as we speak. This is just eyeshadow primer that I got in an Ipsy bag one time, and it's really good. I don't even know. It's a M2U NYC. So I have to work on eyeshadow techniques constantly because I suck at it. Just not good. It's not my strong point. But, you know, they say anything that you're not good at, you have to work at to get good. I remember when I started cooking, I wasn't a very good cook. Well, I knew flavors, but I didn't know techniques. So I had to practice. And I've had to practice makeup. But eyeshadow is really hard for me. Mainly because I have hooded eyes and I have this scar right here that for some reason will not accept eyeshadow very like it doesn't transfer very well. I don't know why, but it doesn't. It's really aggravating. So I'm gonna let that dry for just a second, and while it does, I'm so sorry for all the noise. You can also put a little bit of powder on top of it. That'll help your eyeshadow to go on smoother. Any help, right? Again, these Seint eyeshadows, there's 2 shimmers and 2 mattes: Sis, Snowbird, Mama, and Basic. I'm going to start with Mama as an all-over color and go into Basic in the corners, and then we'll just go from there and see what happens. Pray for me. Say a prayer, Tony. Okie dokie. Another thing I'll show you. You see how dirty my eyeshadow brush is? This is Seint In Between Real Cleaner, you know, Real Cleansers cleansers. In between deep cleaning, this is like spot cleaning. You just spray this on a towel or directly on the brush. I'm going to do it over my Kleenex. Smells, it has this beautiful vanilla scent. Then you wipe it around in circles, just like that. Just for a couple of seconds. Go into a clean part, kind of dry it off. Clean brush. Works very well. And I've never had a breakout from it. I've never had eye troubles. So it does work. Seint has great products. I watched someone wear this makeup and watched reels and videos for 2 years before I bought the product, before I said, okay, I'm going to try it. And when I did, the day that I started wearing it, I was sold. I knew that it was a great product. So it is. It's a great product. So Seint products are highly pigmented products. You don't need much when you go into them. That was one of my issues when I started wearing it. There is a learning curve. You just don't wear it like regular makeup. So you go in and you pick up a little bit of color. You tap it off. And again, I'm going to put it all over my lid. Even up to my eyebrows. Up to the heavens. I'm going to get kind of close to the thing too. Up close and personal. I need to remember to keep my eyes open. And if you have any fallout over here, again, super easy to correct. I have to look in this other mirror to make sure I'm doing this right. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. I do have this color already, but I just don't wear it a lot. I'm not very daring. Although this isn't a daring color by far. That's pretty. Alright, then we're going to go into basic, which is this color, kind of a basic brown. Could use it as your crease color. Could use it all over your lid if you wanted to. I'm going to use it. I'm going to make a V or a C. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Actually, I'm just going to do this. Yep, I'm going to do this. Since I have such hooded eyes, this is all I'm going to do. I'm going to look straight at the camera. Just like you are looking at someone. Because you don't look at someone like that. You look at someone like this. Once you get this down, then you can kind of close your eyes and fix the issues, which is what I'm going to do right now with my mouth closed. Well, that's pretty. And then you make it as dark as you want. I don't want to go too dark. Blend a little bit, go in circles. What I've noticed about these other women I've learned from is, you know, it's not rocket science. Hey, Faith. They just put their makeup on just like everyone else, you know? They just make it look easy. Alright, my new Mother's Day palette came in, so that's what I'm doing. I already have my foundation on, and I've used all the stuff in here. I've used my Bella bronzer, my Angel illuminator. Actually, I didn't use my illuminator, but I am now. Very lightly. Even put some there. I have the boardwalk on my cheeks and on my lips. You can even do some on your of the illuminator on your lips too. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. So now that I have that done, I'm gonna do a little bit of this Snowbird kind of right here, and then I'll go in with the Sis color, this pink shimmer, a little tiny bit in the corner. I don't want to overdo shimmers, but I want to use them. They're beautiful. I gotta look in a mirror for this. I'll use the mirror they provided. Oh, that's pretty. And you see I'm gently patting, not really brushing for that. And then I'll go in with the Sis. In the corner. You can use your finger too and just lightly tap it in. Go back over that with a little bit of the Mama color. It's really pretty pink. Kind of blend everything out. Then I'll take some of this basic color and go underneath my eyes. I was always afraid of this move, but it really does bring everything together. All right. Might as well put an eyebrow on too. Sucks getting old sometimes. Lose eyebrows, hair. I'll do the other side too. Boy, this Benefit pen really, I really love it. And lately I've been using that and another one, but really I just wanted to make my eyebrows a little bit more even. Okay, so now I'll do my other eye, and I'll try to do that real quick. Again, with my eyes or my mouth closed, not with my eyes closed. Boy, some of the ladies I watch, they can do eyeshadow looks, just they make it look so easy. And I just, like I said, it's never been my strong suit, but I'm getting better. We'll see how fast I can do this without screwing it up too bad. All these colors are very soft and subdued. Boy, that scar right there just does not accept any color at all. I did see I heard a makeup artist one time say if you had scars on your eyelids to pat over it instead of brush. So maybe that's what I need to start doing. Alright, so now I'll take my basic color, and since I have the, what are they called? The overhanging eyelids, hooded eyelids. I'll start right here and start doing windshield wiper motions till I get it as dark as I want it. I'm using the small end. You could use the fluffy end of that brush too, but I find every time I do, I have eyeshadow everywhere. I'm always looking back and forth. Make sure they're even. Come down. Y'all eating anything for Cinco de Mayo? Tony, are y'all serving shrimp tacos? Okay, that'll have to do. Sometimes you just have to accept you'll get better with things as time goes by. And also, guess what hides a multitude of mistakes? Mascara. So this is the color Snowbird. Since it's a shimmer, I pat that on. You can use your finger to do that too. And go in with Sis in the corners, and then blend it all out. Also, sometimes I think I see those women blending so much. I think, well, maybe I'm not blending enough. All right. The other thing I love about Seint is the correction you can do. So I have my highlights right here, or my foundations, and I want to kind of clean this up a little bit. So I take a lighter shade, which for me is that one. You kind of go up. kind of clean the edges up. All right. Now, real quick, I'm not doing big time stuff, but just to bring it all together, I'm going to do some mascara for anyone that's interested. Not curling my lashes or anything today. I don't use any lash serum. See a lot of women that do. I've never used fake lashes. I've tried, cannot get the hang of it. I have a lash hanging off, or I look like a dummy. Not from lack of trying, believe me. If there's a makeup product out there, I've tried it. Alright. Told you, mascara hides a lot. These other women too can look in their phone and do mascara. I would poke myself in the eyeball so quick. Alright, just about done. Oh, sorry. Then sometimes I think, well, you're a little bit too shiny, Bridget. So I go over with a little bit more powder. I just got some mascara on me. And I learned if you let that dry before you try to get it off, it just comes right off. So resist the urge and it'll come right off. That's that. And I'm not going to even do a setting spray because I'm not going anywhere else tonight or this afternoon. I did all my appointments with no makeup. And that's that. That's the, take this out. That's the Mother's Day cream and sugar palette. And I like it a lot. It's very soft and natural and very pretty. The outside is this pearlescent mother of pearl-ish thing. Very pretty. So Tony, Fate, thanks for staying on and watching. And if anyone else has any questions, I'll post the link in the comments if you want to shop. If you have any questions, let me know. And this was fun.